I wanted to be arrested so bad in college just so I could get on that page. I'm not even kidding. It was like my goal.
Mugshotties?
Yeah. I still want it.
The AZ is SVO. Jokes aside, the realest when you hear it coming from the Eric Bernal show is Scottsdale. Very own. Get your phone and hear a call. We going up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Eric Bernal show. Once again, we have Bob Ross here with us. We have the chicken nugget. There was a woman that looked just like her weave fell off. Nonetheless, we are here. As always, like, comment, subscribe. If you hate me, if I'm somebody that disgusts you, don't tell your friends. Tell the YouTube comments. That's where we appreciate you. Talk a lot of mess about me. Whatever it is, we really encourage all type of conversation in the comments. As always, we have Gatsby, the artist, in the building. Gatsby.
What up? We're
going to put his Instagram. Just cover my face with your Instagram if you can. Boom, right there. Boom. Give him a follow, guys. Give him a follow. He's a great artist. He does photography, videography. He does my flyers. And we almost had a threesome one time. Anyways. Life of a Z-list celebrity.
Gotta love it.
It is Women's Month. And before I go ahead and start our Women's Month, we have a woman here. We've met. I don't know the date, but ladies and gentlemen, and then we'll pull the applause in the background for this girl. Ladies and gentlemen, Jessie Forrester. Jessie Forrester, hello. Right there, right where she put her hands is where her Instagram is. Actually, hey, Gatsby, can you just go to her Instagram, pick a racy picture, and just put it right next to her?
I love
Put it
that.
right next to her. There's one that she's doing a split, I think. Let's use that one. I don't know. I'm just making. Do you have one when you're doing a split?
Not a split, a half split, but same thing.
Banana split, whatever. Yeah. Everyone's into stuff. So, look, I called you. I was in the middle of on the treadmill as I was texting you. See, you don't know what I'm doing. I'm in movement. I was in movement mode, and I think I saw you post something, and instead of just going, flame emoji, which, warranted, you get it because you're worth it or whatever crap that you have to tell women. But I was like, I know where you work. You're part of the pool party scene. Obviously, more than that, but I definitely want to dive into that. Now, pool parties in Scottsdale, Arizona. Explain that for me a little bit. Explain it to the people.
It's wild. It's a completely different party. I was in Dallas last year, and I was in Scottsdale this year, and the comparison is insane. Just totally out of pocket in Scottsdale.
Now, a lot of bachelorettes in town, a lot of bachelors in town.
Mm-hmm.
Who's spending more money?
The bachelors.
Bachelors, yeah.
Bachelors,
call it what
sure.
it is. Do the girls want a discount? Are they more frugal?
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely
It
don't.
is different when you're paying for it.
For sure.
It
Yeah.
is different because when you're a woman, it's not that you're supposed to be taken care of, but maybe you're used to a certain type of treatment. But when you're like, it's just ladies, and then you're like, oh, wait, we have to use our debit card.
Right.
Our credit card.
Right.
Has any bachelor, bachelorette come close to not being able to pay their table, or there's been a big mess up, or
All the time.
all the time?
All the time.
Always comes back denied?
Oh,
Well,
yes.
it's probably what are minimum spends that bachelor and bachelorette, not just normal Scottsdale, delinquents, but just people coming out of town. What kind of money are they spending?
A lot. I mean, they had
what's on
to
the low
save.
end, and then what's on the high end?
Well, our minimums start at $3K, so I would say most bachelor parties hit $5,000.
5,000 easily.
Easily.
Because they come in 8-10 dudes.
Yeah.
They all have an Airbnb they want to talk to you about. Mm-hmm. What's the number one? See, I asked, as you know, me and Jessie are friends. We met in the night, I think. I don't know.
In the club.
In the club. Bottle full of bub. But I always ask my girls who work in the scene, what is the question? And I would try to guess. I'm like, hey, I got this Airbnb. And they go put that on a shirt, Eric.
You should.
Or, because I want to make a shirt. Maybe I'll make it for you. Guys, let's put this in the books. You know how I made that shirt for Daddy Dre? Let's go ahead and put Dre's Instagram here. Or maybe even go to a clip of Dre, if we can, Gath. Atlanta was quite a fucking experience. What do you think about Atlanta?
Man, let me tell you about Atlanta. I can fucking drink. Let me tell you.
And we're back. Hope you enjoyed that clip of Dre. He's a crazy man. I made a shirt for Dre that says "Don't call me for afters," right?
Yeah.
Which I just like. I'm a creative dude. I like write. I used to write first. That's what I did first. I was a writer at 12 years. I had published writing at 12. It was a poem about my dad who wasn't there. Shout out to you for the creativeness. No, trauma makes art, dude. What do you know?
Yeah, it does.
I don't want to say that trauma. Like a lot of strippers have a story. You know what I mean? And that, I think, is linked to trauma. But, we don't have a stripper here today unless you would like to discuss your stripper days.
No, not yet. It hasn't happened.
Nah, you don't. And let me tell you something. There's a reason why the bartender makes more than the stripper, dude. It's something about not knowing what she looks like. There is some secret to you.
Right.
So, as a bottle service girl, it's your job to keep the party going, being extra nice, right? Without and also like checking dudes as it comes. But I'll be honest, if I were you, I would sell the dream. Because it's not like you're gonna have sex with me right there. It's not like you could do anything. I could just hug you, give you a kiss on the cheek or whatever. Where do you draw the line, or has anyone ever like try to go a little too hard?
I think you were probably one of the only men who think bottle girls don't do those things. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm
like,
trying
you
to be
don't.
nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like, just
look.
last,
You can't speak for everyone, but
That's
I know,
fair.
I know, because I know. Hey, shout out to my friends who offer some of these girls money for sex. But look, that doesn't say anything. You can offer. I can ask a girl out for dinner. They offer money for sex. Look, we're all trying to hang out, I guess. But look, I can't see in a world where that's not intriguing. I mean, if a guy wanted to pay, I don't know. Then again, I'm a dude. It's so different.
Yeah.
So what out-of-towners? We'll talk about out-of-towners because it's a little bit safer. What kind of off-the-wall shit out-of-towners? What would they say to you? Because you're beautiful. I mean, I do want to go on the
Thank you.
record, Jesse. You are super gorgeous. What makes you even more doper? Because we talked about this in the last podcast. Am I learning how to talk again? At the last podcast, we talked about, being in the city, especially for me, I'm numb to good-looking women. Mm-hmm. And not that I can't appreciate it, but it's not the it factor for me. Like, if you notice, I'm friends with a lot of women in Scottsdale. I doubt you will ever hear anything bad about me with them, right?
Right.
Because that does trickle. People think they'll do something like it won't go back, it won't get back to the scene or the group text, but it always does.
Always.
Always. So, with that being said, what are some offers?
Well, last weekend,
Here we go.
already starting off like this. I got everyone always seems to think once they buy you something, you're going home with them. So that's the first thought process
That's
a man
wild.
has. Right. Well, the first question is, what are you doing after this? Like, it's not 3
Okay.
a.m. and I have things to do, want to go to bed. So that's the first. And then that was his initial question. And then he
Start off
texted me.
soft.
Right. He texted me and he was like, $1,000. And I just remember saying, what? Like, did he lose 1,000? Did he want to add 1,000 to the tip? Like, maybe something. Yeah. No, he was like, $1,000, you come home with me. I'm like, no, like, I'm really tired. I want to go home. $2,000, you come home with me. We fuck. I'm like, oh, sorry.
See, that's where you messed up with your answer.
Yeah.
I'm really tired because what he's saying, what you're saying, I know what you're trying to say, let him down gently. Like, just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be confrontational. Also, this is a potential future client. Who knows, right? A guy sees it as, oh, that's the only reason? Because you're sleepy? I got a Red Bull at the crib.
Men don't get a hint.
What?
Yeah.
They'll keep persisting in asking. Now, there is a way. Some girls are just really upfront, and sometimes you got to be the ass about it. You know what I mean? But I do commend women who do not my thing, or even more truthful. Instead of ghosting, I think it's cool. Never happened to me, but I think it's cool if a girl were to say, hey, let me just go over how you messed this whole interaction up.
That would be so funny.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way you approached me, there was some type of attraction, very small, because men fall in love immediately, women fall in love over time, right? There's I mean, let's just talk about me. Girls, it's all, you know, Gatsby, we talk about this 1,000 times. It's girls going, I think I like Eric. You know, it's like I think I like him. I'm like, well, we've been waiting. You know, so, and I get that. I understand, almost feel like I'm at an advantage with that because sometimes I can't tell when a girl likes me.
It's a slow burn.
A girl was like, yo, what's up with your boy? I was sitting on his lap. I'm like, yeah, a lot of my friends do that. Like, I don't think that's crazy to me. A girl legitimately has to be like, yo, I like you sometimes. I'm like, oh, okay. You want to get food? You ever had
It's almost like playing it too cool.
Yeah.
Like works to your disadvantage.
Yeah, because, look, the aggressor, there is something good about being aggressive. Tastefully. Where it's playful, where it's not, where you're like, you know, where he kind of says, all right, so I've said this, that this has happened before, and you're a woman, and we want your take on it. I remember seeing a guy approach a girl, everyone struck out, whatever. You see this all the time, right? The girl's just with her friends. I just was like in the mood. I never hit on girls, really. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I'll flirt. I love flirting. I think there's something fun about it. And I just went up, I next to her, looked over, and I said, what are you drinking? And then she goes, oh, it's, before she could even finish, I was like, wow, that sounds gross. Do you want another one? You know? And then I just laughed, and she was like, you're a dickhead. I was like, do you want another one or no? I'm just being, I don't drink that nasty shit. And then she's like, yeah. And then it's funny because now we're still kind of cool. Went on a few dates, didn't really go to anything, but approach is everything. A dude just offering money is like, look, if I'm in a pinch, hey, I have sex. A lot of girls have sex for free, right? Which is kind of what I prefer. I mean, you pay one way or another. That's the old thing, right? You pay one way, whether you're taking out to eat or flying her to places on Spirit, whatever.
Times money.
Not Spirit.
Yeah, or something, right?
Even get a carry on.
Or getting her Uber share. And there is I feel like a formula. It's not the same for every woman. So with that, what did you respond? Did you guys still talk now? This is last weekend.
No, I blocked his number.
Yeah.
I have
Are
his
you a
friend's
blocker?
number. Oh yeah.
Are you a blocker?
Oh yeah. Well, so the problem is my boss has been very on me about not making my clients fall in love with me because then I break their heart and then they don't come back.
Which has happened to me. And this is why you're here. We're here to talk about this.
I'm wondering why you got here.
She's like, I didn't even know I broke your heart.
like,
You didn't offer me $1,000.
All right, it's intervention.
Everybody come out.
John Quinones.
Yeah. John Quinones. I love that guy. It's one of my favorite shows. What would you do? But so I'll tell you in the perspective of a man about you specifically. Because I think I started saying that you're a very beautiful person. And when we met, like, that goes without saying. You're actually fun.
Really?
Yeah, you're a fun person. Remember when we went out, we just went bouncing around clubs that one night just for a little bit, and then I think you were called into work or something, whatever.
And you told me you were going to text me and tell me where you were. You didn't. It's okay.
It's a swing and a
forgive you.
miss. Look,
was intervention.
maybe I think it was that I was just so, like, I couldn't believe I had your phone number. You know? It was one of those things.
Right.
No, I do think, like, one time you called me and I was like, is this girl really calling me? I was like, what? You FaceTiming. I think you were somewhere. I think that's when we met up. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm frazzled, Gatsby.
I can tell.
I'm frazzled.
Caught you.
Got him.
In the middle of, like, telling her how wonderful she is.
Yeah.
She's like, remember when you
didn't text me back?
Remember when you ghosted me?
No,
Yeah.
but I called you. I text you now. I would love to text you all the time.
You said now.
Well, yeah, you were on my mind today. Legitimately. It was just you. I've not texted anyone else to be on the pod today. I even asked Gatsby. Gatsby was like, today? Like, we were just doing stuff in the studio like yesterday.
Yeah,
so
literally.
it was like, let's just, because, I'm a man of opportunity.
Oh.
All right. But
I had to clean my house for this.
yeah, he had to clean his house.
That's
yeah.
great.
Oh,
Yeah,
I really love
Don't
it.
lie.
He thinks it's dirty. You know what I mean?
You looked at like the first.
No,
dirty
this is
thing
a
you saw.
I like
legitimate
the
studio.
Amazon boxes. I'm like, I really like it here.
No, but you are fun. Back to what your boss is telling you. That's why, dude. It's not. You work with a lot of good-looking people, yeah?
Yeah.
Men and women, I would say. A lot of the
yeah.
guys are good-looking. The women are good-looking. Like, they're ideal almost. There's almost like this kind of like dream thing about them. You're also someone who's fun, and whether you're authentic about it or not, it comes off that way. Like when you hug someone hello, or what do we celebrate? Like, I can see genuinely, I would think like, this girl's like, she wants me. This girl wants me. Like from the outside looking in, I can see that perspective.
Right.
It's not your fault, right? There's this essay, I think on Psychology Today. It's called basically, I think it was like the downside of being wanted, of the wanted. It was written by this woman who was this gorgeous girl. She bartended later, like while she was in college, and how she felt horrible constantly having to tell all her guy friends like no, and then them being heartbroken, and it hurt her because she genuinely liked them. She was a good person, but basically the downside of being the wanted to being the desired, I think it's called.
Yeah.
The downside of being the desired, something like that. I read a long time ago, and I've always brought that up with every my female friends. I'm like, there is this other side. Not saying that boo-hoo, you live in this horrible life. God has graced you with the way you look, and that's also brings me to like the interview with Voice of God, Bruce Almighty, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman was getting interviewed by this woman, right? Beautiful girl. She was like, that was her favorite actor. And she was like, how does it feel being one of the most talented actors to ever live, right? She was ecstatic. And he said to her something that I think is so valid. He said, I can't take credit for that. That's God. He goes, for the same reason, you can't take credit for being beautiful. You had no say in it. And I was like, fuck, blown away, Sometimes, look, you get the cards that you dealt. And that's the way it is. God made me 5'8". I understand 5'7", 5'8" inches. That's what the doctor said. But we're going in for second Rex on that. But
Didn't Morgan Freeman literally play God though?
yeah, Bruce Almighty, God. He was the voice of God.
Yeah, I almost said Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey was
That would've
He
been
took
wild.
over.
Bruce. Jim Carrey was Bruce.
Jim Carrey as God is.
Yeah, Jim Carrey. Somebody stop me. Yo, The Mask. Also, Cameron Diaz in The Mask is
Oh my
probably
God.
one of the most gorgeous women I've ever seen in a movie. Amazing. I love good eyes. I was never a guy about eyes until I saw Cameron Diaz. And you bring me to your eyes. What color are they?
I don't know. They change.
Right?
Yeah.
I think you posted something that they changed in the light.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I got the right person.
Sometimes. No, that wasn't me. It was your other girlfriend.
So I remember this one girl said something, and I like girls like this. She was a friend of mine. She's still a friend of mine. Just haven't talked in a long time. Hope you're doing well. Whatever. She had posted something years ago. She goes, brown eyes are so underrated. And she's like this gorgeous girl. And I remember seeing that. I was like, why do you say that? She goes, because everyone makes a fuss out of everything else. Like, I think people making a fuss about something, it makes me want it less. And want the... Have you ever seen 500 Days of Summer? I don't know how many times I'm going to reference that movie
It's a great
on a
movie.
podcast.
No. What is it?
We can watch it if you want.
The more I watch that movie, though, the more I disagree with him.
What is it about?
Yeah. So, Summer is a girl.
Okay.
And Summer is a
That's
girl.
literally how the movie starts.
Summer is a girl. So it sounds like 500 Days of Summer, like the season, right?
Right.
No. So Summer is a girl. He meets her, works with her, falls in love with her, and she's like this girl. Even in the description at the beginning of the movie, they go, there's something about her. It's not that she's super hot or that she's super whatever.
Yeah, they call her like average.
Yeah, she has a quality about her where everywhere she rents, she gets like 8% less.
8% less.
Of whatever the rent is
worked
because
at like
she
an
has
ice cream shop. And
yeah,
like
she works at ice cream
the
shop.
Sales went through the roof.
Sales went through the roof because she has it's played by Zooey Deschanel. So Zoe, she's kind of like this big-eyed brown hair girl, very plain the way she dresses. And there's a part of the movie where they're going over they're like at a vinyl store, record store, vinyls. And they go over the Beatles. And he's like, who's your favorite Beatle? And she goes, Ringo. And he goes, nobody likes Ringo. And she goes, that's why I love him so much. Because nobody wants him. I want him.
It was deep.
Yeah, right? That's crazy, right? So what I'm saying is, will you marry me? No, just kidding. No, I felt like it was getting really
This
deep.
is really escalated.
right?
No, but no, we'll get back to
got
people
really-
offering you money for sex. But
Let's get real vapid.
to explain someone like you, I think that's the best way to do it. No, because you do. There is equality. It's very, very few girls in the scene that I've told certain girls that were not even my friends, like at all. I just said, you have like a really good quality about yourself. Like they probably thought I was hitting on them or whatever. And to this day, like now they're like my homies. I love them. And they're like, I'll never forget when you said that. Like it's very selected. Because I can see when a girl goes, ha, 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 and then goes like that. And I'm like, wow, it's part of the show.
Yeah.
You know, where, you know, you say, you know, what other job will a boss be like, hey, dude, let me talk to you for a second. So like the people are like falling in love with you.
He's going to watch this and just be like,
no, but that's hey,
hilarious.
honestly, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, in all reality, how is that your fault? I mean, you're you, right?
right.
Loving. Some people are just sweethearts. Some people are just like that. And there's some people that I see them do bottle service. I'm like, I don't know how anyone is ecstatic about that coming over.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you. There are some, and we don't talk. They don't like me, probably. I don't know. But that's okay. But there are some people that you could just tell, like, they're not happy.
Yeah.
Like, even when I was a waiter or whatever, you put on a face. I used to do weddings when I was 16, from 16 to 21. I used to do this banquet hall. But it's someone's day, right? It's a bachelorette party. It's a bachelor party. It's their day. I literally just got a text from these bachelorette party that's coming in mid-April. Actually, we'll connect you with them.
Yes, please. Let me know.
Yeah, they actually do want to speak to someone, so I'll connect them to you. But it's special.
Right.
Right?
It's their one day.
But you recognize that, right?
Yeah.
That's where you... Now, to some more deeper stuff. What's the most that someone spent? The table you've been working on?
Oh,
And then just all around, like, damn, that guy over there just spent...
for me, it was 60,000.
Jesus Christ.
We
And that's for alcohol?
yeah. We don't count
Get you a
food.
Tesla.
No kidding.
That's right, you don't count food.
We don't count. Everything has to be an alcohol spend. So we don't count food. We don't count Red Bulls, anything like that.
Oh yeah, we charge for the Red Bulls.
We charge.
They cost money.
Yeah.
They cost money. I've been sober since
Wow.
October 2nd.
Good job. How
You
do you
know,
feel?
Amazing. I lost Gatsby, I don't know. I've lost over 50 pounds, I think. Something
Are
like
you
that.
sober?
No.
No, this man is Native American and they're alcoholics and that's how they lost this country.
Sorry.
Damn right.
Damn right. And now they all just hang out.
We're amongst you now.
Now they're like, we were from here, but now go
You know what?
ASU.
When in Rome.
Yo, natives love
Win in
sports
Rome.
though. Natives love basketball. And they
We're great
love
at it.
basketball.
We have our own basketball league.
Yeah, you guys, and it's coached by a
Wow.
very famous black NBA player. I don't know why I had to say black.
Why'd you
We
say
could
it
all
like
just
that?
guessed, right?
Yeah, I think so.
In Arizona, there is a
Yeah.
black former NBA player retired
Oh, yeah. I
that coaches
forget
a
who it
Native
is.
American basketball team,
Yeah.
which is, you know,
I've been to basketball camp.
two people just giving back to their country. Well, one that used to be theirs, and then one took over. One was brought here. Hey, we don't have to get specifics.
Hey.
You
We
know
all
who's
love each other.
who's a really big sugar daddy in Dallas? Shaq.
Yes, I've heard.
He is so big in
really?
Oh my God, yeah.
That's
He
awesome.
buys girls cars. Like, he really
shit.
loves
I heard they
his
call
sugar
him
babies.
Shaka Claus.
Wow.
Shaka Claus.
I mean, if you're buying me a car, I would too.
Shaka Claus.
I'd call him Shaka
I'd
Claus if he
have
bought me a car.
Dude,
Right.
I would sit on his lap.
That's a really tall tree to climb.
Yeah, he's 7'2".
Big cactus.
Right.
7'2". He's probably, now that he's not in super shape, although I think he lost weight, he's still like 350,
Yeah.
something like that. Cause he's
He
bigger than
probably
he's
walks
bigger than
around
Fudge.
350, Yeah.
Fudge is 6'11". He's 7'2".
Is he 7'2"? I think he's 7'3".
They always say that all that
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
is
they
wrong,
kinda
so
round
I don't
up.
know. They listed him in the NBA, I think 7'1" one year, then 7'2".
Mm-hmm.
Then Yao Ming, they listed him at 7'6", and Shaq was like, he's not 7'6". That guy's like
Yeah,
7'10".
there's all sort of conspiracies about how tall Kevin Durant really is because he's standing next to different people and he just looks huge.
Hey, Gatsby, when you say that, can you also put pictures of Kevin Durant standing next to different people?
Yeah.
All right.
You could do like an actual size of Eric. And then
Yeah.
Yo, let's do.
Yo,
yeah.
dude, just put me next, and then just have a picture of me next to Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy was what, 5'5"?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, he was like a girl I used to date.
Aw.
All right, that's I like that height. Now, you know, I've never been someone who's like, oh, she's taller than me. I don't care. Once I saw Tom Cruise on a red carpet one time, I was a little kid, and I knew I wasn't gonna be a tall guy. My mom used to tell me, go play basketball, it'll get you tall. I'm like, no, tall people just play basketball. She's, 8th grade, reading level. What are you gonna do? But I knew I was gonna be short, and when I saw Tom Cruise with Nicole Kidman is a tall drink of water. Tall drink of water. And he was just like, oh, it looked like she. You know how when you're in the red carpet, you're like, oh, I'm with her. Oh, my God, she's so beautiful. She looked like I'm with him.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise in the 90s, that was
Short king.
short. He's 5'7".
Yeah.
Zac Efron 5'7". I had to learn all these people's heights so I could throw it into girls' faces. You know what I mean? Do you ever see that calculator when they go like, what guy you like? All right, how tall is he? 6 foot? Well, what race? All right. How old? Put an age gap. And they go like, how much a month do you want him to make? All right, cool. Annual income here. There's 7 people in the United States that are that person that are single.
That matchup.
Yeah, it's like, we all are, I don't know. I don't know who's more delirious, men or women, with what they want, which is my next question. And then we'll go back to pool parties because I want to know a little bit about something about that. Okay. Also, this show is brought to you by Women's Month with the recognition of Eileen Wuornos, the United States' first female serial killer. All right. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't. I do now.
We're celebrating women of all kinds. Yes, she was executed in 2001 by the death penalty. But, she did it first. What can men do better collectively for the benefit of their woman counterpart?
Can we word that?
Like, what can a guy do? What can a guy do better? What can a guy do better?
To a woman counterpart?
No,
what does that mean?
Like, you know how guys, like, girls would say, all guys are like this.
Oh.
What can guys do better?
Be loyal.
Be loyal.
Fair.
Do you think men are more of a cheater these days than women?
I think that men lack qualities, so women don't stay.
And what's that?
Like drive, motivation. I mean, men want to be taken care of now too,
Not me. I've always found that weird.
Well, but I mean,
Taking care of, yes, in a certain way. In a certain way. To be taken care of in a woman way. Right? There is a
difference.
There's comfort that a woman could provide to a man that my boy's not gonna be able to do for me, right?
Right.
So that, but I think a lot of women have hardened a little bit, a little too.
Well, yeah, because you need a masculine man to make you a feminine woman.
Are you okay being a feminine woman?
I love to be a feminine woman.
Do you like being like? Do you see? Because I feel like some girls think like there's a negative to being soft to your man.
Yeah.
You could be hard to whoever else.
Yeah.
But like to be soft, like I was seeing something where the dude was like, the last thing, the most important decision you'll ever make next to, what religion you pick is your partner. Your partner will do one of two things. It will either make you more of who you are or make you half the person you used to be.
Right.
Or will provide such joy that you'll look youthful and energetic. The wrong partner will drain you and age you prematurely. I think options is a big thing. I think people, men and women, both think they're missing out anytime they're with someone.
Yeah, I agree.
I just probably recently have accepted, not recently, probably the last 2 years, maybe, year and a half, where I'm like, being with one girl is the vibe, is the move.
Oh, yeah.
Now, saying it out loud, right? Because there's something, even, you ever see, let's say a guy that you're not interested in at all, but you know him. You're not interested in him, though.
Okay.
And you see the way his girl is like, I love you. So like, you're the best. Da, da. And he's like, no, you're awesome too. You're great. I just, yeah, we fight. We're real about it. It makes him more good looking.
Yeah.
It makes the dude so much more like, damn. Like, it's not that maybe you don't want him, but you would like to feel like that about somebody.
Oh, I just had a scenario like that the other day.
Ooh, talk to me.
Well, this man, I'm friends with both of them, and they had broken up. And I was like, hey, how is she? How's she doing? And he was like, she broke up with me, but I'm doing everything I can to get her back. Like, I love that girl. That's my wife. And in that moment, I'm like, I want a man that's going to talk about me like that. Like, that's insane. You guys are broken up, and you're still sitting there out and with your friends and saying, that's my girl.
Yeah, because I think there's been an overcorrection with, maybe dudes weren't on their best behavior, right?
Right.
So the overcorrection is, girls, don't take that shit. But now it's gone to the whole other side where it's like, you see these videos of women in their late 30s and 40s crying, going, I can't find anyone now because I was this person for this duration of time, and now I'm lonely. And what sucks is that the guy they used to attract in their 20s, they are not going to attract in their late 30s or 40s, or very rarely is the case.
Right.
And that's something that look, when I was 19 in college, I would get furious over the girls I went to school with, getting with 30-year-old guys, 32, and I would never understand it. Mm-hmm. I get it now.
Same, yeah.
I understand why that guy he's peaking. He's about to peak. Men peak, what they say, late 30s, early 40s. They're peaking. And women peak definitely earlier in life. Mm-hmm. The value is, and that's why the young guys, they lose for so long. And they're like, just find different ways to get girls and maybe even become expert manipulators or expert liars. And, that's something I can't do these days, is be with someone who can't admit they're wrong.
I agree.
That is something that's my deal breaker, Gats. Someone like,
it's a different level of frustration.
You ever see these videos, and not saying that it's just women, it's just a video I've seen where the guy's like, yo, I saw your phone, you're with another man, I just want my shit so I can go. And she's like, no, I never did anything. Look, we're past that stage. I just want my stuff. She's like, call the police.
Yeah.
No, it didn't happen. It's like, whoa. That's a scary situation to me.
Yeah.
Like someone to grow tired of you. Because dudes say anything. Like, and that's must be hard as a girl. Like, what is honest? What is truthful? Are you saying what you're saying true? Or are you just bullshitting me so you can suck a tit? You know what I mean?
Right.
What is it? You know what I mean? So it's hard to decipher. But I think there's sometimes these moments where you're like, oh no, like he means it. Like, and you may get it wrong various amount of times, but it's worth risking, I think, every time.
I think you have to create that, though, especially in this generation with social media and everything. I actually just listened to a podcast last night about this, and the transparency of like two people being together. Like, if I say, give me your phone, and you're like, oh, well, I don't know why you want my phone. Why you want to go? It's like, if you can't hand your phone over, what are you hiding? And I know that's like a really controversial topic.
Yeah.
Of like,
you want to know why I can't?
You wouldn't give your girl your phone?
There are conversations I have with other men.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. One of my friends who's gay, years ago, his boyfriend cheated on him, gave him AIDS. Information he did not want other people to know.
Right.
And she fucking went through my shit and saw that. And I was really pissed. It was nothing, whatever, but it's privacy. I will let you know anything you want to know. Mm-hmm. That, absolutely. You have access. You want to look through my emails. You want to pay the bills out of my account. Sure, whatever. Let's sign some paperwork. You know what I mean?
Here comes the prenup.
Let's get the legal involved. Prenups, it shouldn't bother any. I mean, I'm in no situation. I own a house, and maybe I'll make it big one day. But I wonder how women would coach their sons.
I'm all for prenups.
Right? Because if you're really going to be with them, what does it matter?
Right.
I'd rather in the prenup guarantee you that you will leave with some. If anything were to go wrong, where I mess up, where I'm not good in this relationship, not just for what's the word?
Irreconcilable differences.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Like an
what
infidelity clause.
No, like infidelity clause. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think a woman could cheat on me and then now I got to break her off with bread all the time. No. I think if it's we've tried, we don't want to be with like that makes more sense. Or if I do something wrong and I'm the breadwinner, absolutely. Here's some bread. You deserve it. You stuck with me. You know what I mean? But I brought this up, I think, with the other podcast I was with the fuck. They're gonna kill me. I don't give a fuck. It's what in the actual fuck.
What in the actual fuck?
What in the actual fuck?
It was like a phrase.
Is the podcast. What do you think about this? You're good. You're good.
Sorry.
What do you,
I can be at that part.
Jesse? What do you think about this? On that show, you know, if I were to take you on a date,
Okay.
I wouldn't take you to dinner.
Where would you take me?
Lunch.
I like
Nice
lunch.
place.
Yeah.
There are reasons why. It's not because I don't want to spend money on you, but I don't think that should be the lead negotiating point in why you want to spend time with me.
But isn't that the same amount of money?
Sometimes it could be like, well, let's say, you know where I would take you? Like lunch at the Henry.
I like wine. So you're
Right. Right. Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
still going to drink the same amount of wine.
No, it's not even about it's serious. Dinner's like a little serious. Lunch is playful. I feel like the point is to get to know each other better, to have fun. I like lunch too because we can do something afterwards.
Right.
Go top golf, go watch whatever it is. We can go do something. We have also, you both have the control of you cutting it early or me going, you know, this is great. But
That's
maybe
true.
not, you know. Where dinner is drinks and we're drunk, and I think you're more likely to make decisions that you may not want to do on a normal basis.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's smart.
So there was a podcast. Shout out to Cam Patterson. He was on First Date with Lauren Compton. Lauren Compton on the YMH Studio podcast, YouTube channel. He goes. He said, like, where did you take? What's the best? You know, where'd you take your girl out to eat? He's like, oh, last week I took her to a steakhouse. Nice steak. This is a guy who used to be poor. Now he's making it big in comedy. He's killing it. I was like, okay. Well, if you didn't have a girl, where would you take her? He goes, McDonald's. And they laugh. You know, it's a comedy podcast. They laugh. She goes, no, seriously. He goes, no, serious. That's where I started. And if you like me, you're going to like hanging out with me. McDonald's has great food. You know, this guy's saying. He goes, then we'll go to Chipotle. Then we'll go to Chick-fil-A. And then we'll work up. I don't think you should be able to skip all these steps. And then she goes, but you just brought your girl to a steak dinner last week. Yeah, but she ate McDonald's with me for so long. And that's why she gets the steak dinner. And I thought that was what was supposed to be a joke, was a really deep point that if a girl decides to go on a date with me, depending on where I'm going to take her, I'm out.
Yeah.
If
I
it's
get
like,
that.
if I can't take you to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch a UFC fight or whatever it is that there's something that we all want to see, Super Bowl, whatever, something, an event, and I'm like, hey, do you want to go to this dive bar with me? Do you want to just kick it with me? Not saying first date, but in general. If your girl always has to have a lifestyle that in reality is unrealistic, not that it's unrealistic to do, it's unrealistic to enjoy every single time. If I took you to Maple and Ash every week, every Friday, and then a year from now, it's our anniversary, and I take you to Maple and Ash, is it special anymore?
I like Maple and Ash.
I love Maple and Ash, but do you understand?
Okay, no.
And look, you don't have to agree with you don't have to agree with me. Hey, look,
I get it.
I love me a good seafood tower.
I get what you're saying, but I also understand the side of like
The girl side.
I want someone who's going to invest in me. You know.
What do you mean by that?
Like if I'm going to take my time and you, like for me, I've dated a lot of I hope they don't watch this. I've dated a lot of bums. Like, I've dated a lot of people that in the beginning they show one side and like, you know, like
You saw something in them.
Right. I went for personality and I didn't go for their motivation or their, you know, what they want in life or their career. I was like, oh, they'll grow with me. We could do this together.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work. Like, you have to find someone who like
Has
wants,
ambition.
Yeah, they
has
have
drive.
ambition. They want to invest in you. They want both of you to have this amazing life, you know?
I agree. I think
I
that's
get
something you
both.
should know going on. Correct. But I actually turning my mind a little bit on that. But I think I can tell which girls would never go out with that guy if they weren't going where they were going.
Right.
And that's disingenuous to me.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I would never pay for sex is the hottest thing about sex is that the girl wants to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is the hottest thing. It's the biggest joy because you're like, it is way harder for a dude to have sex with a guy, with a girl, and much easier for a girl to have sex with a guy, right? A man only goes as far as a woman allows him to. And that's, to me, the dopest thing because this is we're both agreeing what's going on, and I didn't have to manipulate the situation in order for you to do so. That's what I prefer when it comes to that. Have you dated rich guys?
No, not yet.
Okay. That's honest.
Yeah.
There is something a little cringy about them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not all, because I have friends who are rich. All my friends are richer than me. Every single one of them. One's driving a Ferrari. George, shout out to George. Driving a little Ferrari. I was driving Tesla Plaid S, you know. And that's good, whatever. But there is something about that if as a girl, I feel like almost like they hold it above them a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gone on dates with rich guys and
I
been
love that you
flown
said
out.
you've gone on dates and not that you've dated them.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Oh, big difference. Yeah.
Because you know how many girls say, I dated, blank football player, blank NBA player. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You had sex with them, which
Right.
is great. You were used for your body, and in exchange, he got you a bag. If you agree with that exchange, more power to you.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't date them. Dating is different. Dating means there's an investment. You know the mama. You know the family. They know of you. It is public.
Right. Hard post.
They're hard post. There is something about a delusion that some girls have when it comes to that. They're like, yeah, you know. Also, I once posted this, and a lot of girls hit me up from Old Town. Were like, shit, I feel like you were talking about me, but not at all. But if the shoe fits, it's not. I'm not even trying to insult you, but I said basically along the lines that you say that every man in this city sucks, but you women rotate the same 10 men.
Yeah, it's true.
It's very small percentage of men have access to many women.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another percentage that has access to a few. The majority of dudes, they don't. So it sucks for them because they feel like, fuck, now I got to get a fucking Lambo. You know, I work I make $50K, whatever it is. It's almost like disheartening in that aspect. I don't give a shit. I guess I had to develop that too, to just be like, look, I am dope enough. Whether I posted that too, and I got a nice little DM by some random dude. I'm sure it was a rich guy.
Self-love.
So I said it in a post. I said the difference between you guys who have money, and that's the reason why those girls hang out with you, and the difference with me is that you could lose all your money, and we can both have $1 in our account, and I'll still be able to attract the same women, and you won't.
That's true.
You'll walk around the city like Will Smith and I'm Legend. Anyways, but it's true.
Girls also, like, I saw something the other day too,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was girls say that there's no guys, that everyone's horrible, but they're looking in Old Town. Like, look.
Or just the same dudes in Old Town.
Right. And then this girl was saying how she just had like an epiphany about maybe if she does stuff that she likes, she would find a guy that likes the same thing. And I'm like, yeah, that's
No
the
way.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go out anymore, why are you in Old Town looking for a husband?
That is not a place. Look, the social setting. Not saying it's impossible. I'm sure people meet and then they kind of step away for a second, and look, there's nothing wrong with partying. There's nothing wrong. You see me, I love having a good time.
Oh, me too.
I love seeing my friends. I loved drinking a lot, staying up for 5 days straight, blisters on my feet, bleeding out of the bottom. But
Ew.
you know what? You got to love all of me, okay? I love all of you. I love all of you. I'm willing to accept everything.
We'll work on it.
You see? But that was my
can
past.
change him.
Yeah, what I like about women, don't care about your past too much. Men do care about a woman's past. Women care about a man's future.
Oh, yeah.
More so than their past.
I don't know.
You care more about their past?
No, I care about your future, but, like, I want to know if you, like,
Banged one of your friends?
I wouldn't be dating them.
That's another thing. How deep does that secret go?
I think you need to tell me.
Yeah.
It's weird. You have to be open.
Yeah, because
if we're
what does it look like you hanging out, like there's a guy around you that you used to, and you in your mind go, it's nothing, but I don't need to tell him.
Right. And then 5 years down the road.
He's like, yo, we're getting drunk. Yo, by the way, with me and your girl used to hook up. And I'll be like, what?
Right. World War III.
I see what you're saying here.
That's fair.
You're making sense, Jessie Forrester.
Thank you.
Just put up another picture of her. Pick another one on Instagram. Put it right next to her. And she does look like her Instagram pics. I mean, I once said it should be a felony to not look like your Instagram. A felony. There are women in Scottsdale that not even close to their Instagram. You go see it in real life, and you're like, this is not what the movie poster said.
You've been swindled.
I go in there, I'm like, how'd you get your eyes far apart on a picture? Like, they'll change things. Look, don't get me wrong. Gatsby, you take professional pics, right?
Correct.
You need to brush them up, edit, right?
Yeah.
But recognizable to the person.
But not like changing.
Not
the
like
full
they look
features.
like someone different. Like you, there has been, and this is, I remember she was embarrassed. I didn't mean it. Girl came up to me. She was a day off. I think I might have been just at the mall. What's up, Eric? I was like, hey, hi. I swear to Christ, I could not. I did not know who she was. And don't get me wrong, she had a hat on. That changes things. But I only had talked with her on Instagram. She we knew separate. I might have seen her out sometimes. Oh, take a pic. When in the light, because, everything in darkness.
This
comes
is
to
why he
light.
takes girls to lunch dates.
Exactly.
Yeah, I need
It's
to
for
know
the
what you
lighting.
look under
The
this
lighting.
light. Nah, in all actuality, looks don't matter to me. I just want you to look. I don't want you to have this idea that you think you're not good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't like, because sometimes it's like an internal thing. I have a friend, God bless her, no picture she posts look like, it doesn't even look like a human being. Like,
I want to know who.
I'll show you after the show. You don't know her, but
Oh, okay.
I feel bad because she's a good-looking girl. That's the crazy thing. She's good-looking. I think the person she posts looks like an alien. And who she is in real life, and there's like this dysmorphia where you don't think, it's like when you're like trying to get in shape, and that first, let's say you're hitting the gym really hard, the first 2 weeks you're like, am I fatter than I was even before I started?
Yeah.
Because you're taking more into account on how you look.
It's a mental thing.
Yeah, 100%.
But guys face tune their photos too.
100%.
I've seen it so much
100%.
lately.
Yeah.
They do like, all of a sudden their eyebrows are like this.
All of a sudden they have facial hair. I'm like, you did not have that.
Like
No
a flag.
patches. Right.
There, they got the shit right here.
Your lineup looks way too good.
How
Like,
do you look like Drake? Where'd you get box braids from? No, look, you're not wrong. Do you know that they say men are suffering more from body dysmorphia as of late because of superhero movies?
because how are you gonna blame superheroes?
This is what the analysts, because if you notice, a lot of guys, they got to be in shape. Mostly, don't get me wrong, I have attracted a few with this dad bod here. Because women, for some reason, like you for who you are, or your status, or your money,
for some reason.
or for some reason.
Go figure.
They all of a sudden. You ever see a guy who's like not good looking, but he's rich? Like she found something about him.
His bank
She's like,
account.
no, he's
Yeah, right.
Once you get to
The things
know
he bought
him,
for her.
Benjamin Franklin, and yeah, no, look, this
It's-
world's in disarray. God's sending a comet, and we're all gonna be in smithereens. But before we do all that, they're gonna order bottle service with you, and I definitely want to keep talking because I think I had something else I wanted to ask you. Oh, my ex called me. That's great. As you can see, I'm very honest.
You are very honest.
What is my question? Okay, this is a. You can take those off if you want.
No, I'm just like, is my hair messy?
No, you're good.
Okay. Then
You're
we're
good.
good.
You should be able to see yourself in that camera too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of blind.
Oh,
Like, I'm like legally blind.
Is that why you think I'm so cute?
I'm literally blind.
no, I'm this.
I'm
side,
actually
right?
really
I can't
hot.
see you right now.
I have contacts in, and I'm
Oh, really?
still
And you're
a
still-
mess. Yes. It's bad.
Okay, I had spoken about this in the previous episode,
Yes.
but it gets under my nerves.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Just hyping him up. I have no idea what he's gonna say.
Oh.
That's his job there.
scared me.
You're actually a good time, and I
You
don't.
keep saying that.
Right, but it's to the next part of this question. I have a thing about girls saying that they're hilarious, and I go, you're not supposed to say that. And I made what was the comparison? That's like if a girl goes, do you know I'm pretty? You're like, okay, yeah, I'm really pretty though. I'm like really pretty, and you're like, okay, psycho. Like to me, it's the same thing. You're not supposed to say that. People are supposed to say it for you. I would never go up to you and be like, do you know I'm hilarious? And I do comedy. And I've won awards. I've traveled the country. And I've performed all over.
Right.
I still would never say that. Because it's not up to me. Because also beauty and being funny is subjective. It's just like music. Just because you're a fan of music doesn't mean you like all music. Just because you're a fan of comedy doesn't mean you love all comedy. Right?
Right.
Like I could say Morgan Wallen is the best to ever live, and you can be like, you're crazy, and we'll both be right.
Agreed.
But there is a pretty trend. Now women cannot just be pretty. They have to be hilarious too.
Have to be.
No, they're almost like, I am funny though. I am
okay.
so funny. You
Yeah.
just, you're missing out here. I'm funny. I'm like, don't say that. You look like a psychotic, like a crazy person. Go to the hospital. You know, with you are. You're like, you know what kind of humor? You're goofy. I like that. You're like Jim Carrey from Bruce Almighty.
There we go.
Oh, I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah, you're like, like Tina Fey. I like that. Where there are some girls, I feel like they always feel like they have to be, like, always seductive and beautiful. I'm like, calm down, like fart or something. Like, do something. Yeah,
Too
but
far.
you know,
you draw the line.
well, don't.
That's
yeah,
where I draw. Yeah.
Don't. But you know,
I'm not a bodily fluid human.
like
It freaks me
belch.
out.
No, you don't pee anymore.
Freaks you out.
Like,
You don't like the conversation of it's like just,
No.
yeah. I don't see it as a really big talking point.
I like to pretend I don't do any of that.
Yeah, no, I like to honestly when I think of you, I think of the same thing. In my fantasy world, this dream girl.
Good. Let's keep it that way.
Now let's talk about etiquette at the pool.
Okay.
At a pool party in Scottsdale, Arizona, what is the top 3 things etiquette-wise that everyone should do?
Should do. Drink water because you're way more drunk in the sun than you are at night. Tip your server.
Always.
And please don't show your parts to the servers.
This has happened.
All the time. All the time.
Men and women?
Bachelor parties, they just whip their dick out. And you're like, thank you.
We're like, chicken fingers are coming right up, sir.
Like, that's an ace on your card.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
People don't know that's like breaking the law.
I didn't know that was breaking the law.
It's what's it called?
Oh.
Indecent exposure.
Indecent exposure. Yeah.
Oh.
No, but girls.
Girls
always,
do it too.
Girls will take their tits out. Dude, let me tell you something. How me and this comedian Paris Sachet, she's a gay black girl from Washington D.C.
I love her name.
and she is the shit. Shout out to Paris Sachet. Go give her a follow. She's big and traveling the country. She's supposed to call me. I'm supposed to be meeting her in Houston. She didn't give me a call, that lesbian.
How
But
does
anyway.
that feel?
Paris Sachet.
Just got it.
You know, it was like, you ever see people in a movie when they get shot and they don't really know that they're shot? And then they go, oh, you got me.
And they just fall over.
That was good.
was
See,
amazing.
this is what I'm talking about. But me and Paris were at the place that you work at.
Okay.
We're there. A girl comes up to us. Paris's fingernails have a naked woman on her fingernails. Like the diamonds are the tits, right? Mm-hmm. She's a lesbian girl. She likes girls. She likes to let people know. Hey, that's her thing. Girl comes up. Within 90 seconds, when me and Paris, when she's talking to both of us, she kind of knows me, you know. How you doing, Eric? Who's this? This is Paris. Yeah. She's like, oh, my tits are just like that. And then we're like, yeah?
Oh,
Show
my
'em.
God.
Now, when I
You
say
should
that
prove it.
in public,
Yeah, right.
during the daytime, it's a joke. And then Paris is like, I mean, if you're going to do it, I'm here. Shows us.
Was it a joke, though? You wanted it.
No.
No?
It was for the joke. No. I get actually pretty gasped. You know I don't like strip clubs.
Yeah.
I don't like those type of things. I like, to me, when I see a girl's boobs, it's because it's just me and her.
Yeah.
That's when I prefer. That's my preference. I like to know, like, hey, it's being shown because, not for a party trick, but because we're about to get down.
Party trick is
It's crazy.
Her nipples were very small. That was the point she was making. The diamonds are very small, you know?
good for her.
And she was like, yeah, my nipples are small like that. And we're like, what? Volunteer.
Maybe she just wanted an opinion. Second opinion.
I was like, yep, they're small. Small. They were like little beady Chinese man eyes. Beep. Right there.
Girls will walk around the pool with their top off.
Disgusting.
I'm not saying you
That
should
is-
come to Maya and
Yeah.
automatically expect.
No. But it does. It is a great time. You know, I had said in the you know what's so funny? I talked about Maya in the last episode a lot about like, oh yeah, don't get in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, shut up. You know, like just shut up. You've let other things go inside you that are worse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm sure is chlorine where you draw the line. You know what I mean? I tell these people, and they like, look. The way I see it is when my friends come into town and they want to go to the pool party, I'm like, you need to experience it.
Yeah. 100%.
Experience it. What I give you props is that, not that I can tell, but you guys don't smell and you guys are sweating.
Who? The bottle girls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Profusely. I cannot imagine. That's, to me, in Scottsdale, the hardest working bottle girls are Maya, when it's pool party season girls. There is no comparison. There is not. I see you, the other girls in your staff, which they have rock hard. Like some of the girls are fucking yoked and they're like in shape and shit, and they look like they got Ninja Turtle abs, and they're working. Like when they pick shit up, I see the delts and the bicep, tricep. They look yoked. That seems to be so like. And then even as the guy who's holding you, right?
Oh, yeah.
You sweat. Do you have something back there? You're like, all right, let me wipe off because I'm sweaty. Not that it's gross, but you're working outside basically.
No, we kind of just do it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you have like a backup deodorant back there?
We're girls.
Well, not all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have deodorant too.
We all have like perfume.
I've
do
been
you?
known. I use
We all
Secret
have
actually.
Perfume. Secret?
It does work better on
The
me.
gel or the white one?
I have both, and then I have this third one because I'm a big advocate of changing up your deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like at some point your body goes, I'm used to this one.
Yeah, you train your body kind of like you train your hair.
Yeah, whatever that means. I don't know how you train your hair, but
You have to change shampoo and conditioner too. Your body gets too used to it.
ooh,
I did not know that.
I did not know that. Here in the Eric Bernal Show, you learn something every time. No, and I learned not to wash my hair all the time. Different things I learned through the woman's circuit. You guys are not just all horrible people that just play all of us. You know, you guys are actually good people, some of y'all.
Yeah, some of us, yeah.
Yeah, and when I call, I hope you pick up.
I always do.
That's very sweet of you. You're like, yeah, excuse me, this guy just offered me $1,000. What do you want?
Don't waste my
I'm
time.
like, can you match it or not?
See you tomorrow. This guy, he's like, when eBay was up, he's like, oh, this guy outbid me. All right, well, I guess I'll just go to sleep now.
You know they can do that at Maya. They can bid a table out.
And be like, look, how much is that table? $3K? We'll spend $8K.
Yep.
Get him out.
And then they switch it. They have to move the table. And if you want to stay at that table, you better.
And then the bottle wars.
Yes.
Is it called bottle or table wars?
I
What is it?
love bottle wars.
Bottle wars. I've seen situations where guys would buy an ace of spades and just dump it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
He's go like that,
They do that all the time.
Look,
They spray it. I hate
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Please, please, please.
don't spray you with
Do
champagne
not spray your bottle girl with champagne. That is the worst.
because you have to
thing.
pretend to like it for a second,
No.
and then you'd be like, I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
You're like, ah.
I'm like, I still have 4 more hours of this, and now I'm drenched in champagne.
You know, guys, I know you guys are imagining this back home. It's that's a terrible, you
You don't want to see
visual.
a girl in a bikini drenched in champagne.
You know what? You need to stop
is-
talking. I'm glad this is here, Gatsby. Now I'm glad this thing has been placed here.
That's horrible.
But other than that, and we'll close out with this. What do you like to do? You're more than a pretty face, a girl that's in a bikini and comfortable. What do you like to do?
I like art. I like
Do you like to
fashion.
make art?
Yeah, I like to paint.
Dope.
Big painter. I'm not very good at it,
But you like to.
but I like it.
Yeah.
It's fun, get some wine.
Art is subject. I've never done that. Art
Paint and sips.
Paint and sip.
Oh my god, we should go.
You wanna go?
So much fun.
Yeah, is it $1,000?
No.
It's a little less.
No, it is expensive though. It's like $100.
Oh!
Yeah, it is kind of expensive.
Dude.
It's like $100 a person.
I'd rather do that. But question we always ask women, Gatsby, we haven't had a girl here in a long
Oh, yeah.
time.
True.
Were you ugly when you were younger, or were you good looking?
I
Good
was-
looking girl.
Disgusting.
Were you disgusting?
Disgusting.
I box dyed my hair black my freshman year.
We would love to see a picture.
I'm sure you would.
Okay. We'll
I'm
get that
sure you
after
would.
lunch.
Yeah. It's gonna
So
take a
you
lot
were
more.
kind of an ugly duckling situation?
Yes.
Because we've asked several girls,
Mm-hmm.
right? There are girls that go, yeah, I was like a fucking nerd, braces, piece. I was just, guys didn't like me. I was not, I didn't turn into myself until maybe after 20, 21. Then we had Jelly.
Jelly said
Jelly
she
was like,
was-
I was kind
she
of
was like,
cute.
I was attractive.
I was
People-
attractive
people
when I was a
wanted me.
young girl. Tiana, she was like at 12 years old. She was like, I was always good looking. And she was like, I don't even mean it like that. Like, I would walk in the mall with my mom and people would be like, that girl should model all the time. So some people, and I like that she said that, because some people play like, no, I was like a fucking monster back in the day. No, like, I was cute always.
Yeah,
pretty
Tiana
much.
was like, I was gorgeous. Like,
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
always.
but she's like, I've been modeling since I was 12. I was like, damn. But when do you think you, what's the word, bloomed?
I think I became the most confident when I started working in Old Town, but I still loved how I looked through college.
I like that.
Yeah,
There we go.
I just think there's something about.
I think
Old
my
Town.
style choices back in the day were not the best.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you're younger, I feel like you're more susceptible to trends, and just kind of, and then you can see a picture and go, that was this year.
I just don't understand why my mom didn't try to fix some things. Like, as a mother, I would make sure my daughter walked out of the house. No offense to my mother, but
Were you walking out like a goth girl, or what's going on?
I mean, there were days.
yes. Oh my God, we love goth
Had your
girls here.
moments.
We love
I
goth
had the
girls
clip-in
here.
color streak. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you wear like? Was there a lot of metal on your jeans?
No, I didn't get that far. I did not get.
Called it
But the
quits before that.
eyeliner was real.
Oh, I need to see this.
I don't.
I'm actually gonna be doing me and Gatsby and one of the girls at Hi-Fi, who loves goth. I told her, "Would you transfer me into a goth guy? Like, I'll go into it." She's like, "I found a shop and everything, and I'm gonna wear like eyeliner. I'm gonna go in with like a bright shirt, bright pants, whatever. Like whatever is the opposite of goth." And then she's like, "We gotta paint your fingernails. We gotta do everything. So we're gonna and then put my hair forward."
I wonder what you're gonna look like.
Like an awful
It's gonna be
person.
awesome.
I
You
probably
never went
look
through
like
a goth phase.
no, but I did. I liked all music though. Like I loved Korn, like the band Korn. Yeah, no, it's the early days. I forgot you're 12. But
That's illegal.
yeah, no. 12 times. No.
12 times 2.
I loved Fall Out Boy a lot. Growing up, I liked Avril Lavigne. I really fucked Avril Lavigne before she got like cool, to be honest. Even though her first hit was a hit, like Complicated.
Yep.
You think she's still alive?
Oh, conspiracy.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There's a conspiracy theory that Avril Lavigne is no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
What do they say?
Same with Kesha.
What do they say?
That she either was taken or died, and they replaced her with a lookalike.
A clone.
That's why she went away for a while.
That does make sense because Avril was like gone, like we did not hear of her
She was on
at
the top
all.
of the world too.
And yeah, she left on the top.
Yeah, she was.
And then
killing
came
it.
back. She kind of has like around her face now, and
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm telling you, we live in a sim. I totally believe in that.
there we go.
I 100%.
Why haven't we
believe in
talked
that.
about this? Is the get?
I know, right?
We love conspiracy theories here. We had an episode where we went through so many conspiracy theories that we were contemplating whether we were recording or not.
Are you?
We're like, are we? Is this? What's happening? Is this even real? It is a cool theory. You know what's crazy is that a movie, The Matrix, that came out 99, 2000. I remember the movie was so cool to me, and I remember my brother going. I remember telling him, I'm like, that's how did the idea come from these two guys, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The idea is very specific. And for us to, then years pass, and then we go back like, hey, remember that movie? It was actually saying more truth than it was, you know? I've met people that believe Star Wars is a real place and that a vision was given to George Lucas for the films, and that it's an actual place, is that we are blocked from it.
Same with like Godzilla, and like I've heard that that's a real thing.
I love you right now.
Like kaijus in general, just they
Yeah.
were around.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Dragons. Yeah.
Dragons are a real thing. Also, the bones of a dragon, they say, and this was on Rogan with the guy that he studies like animals and stuff, and he actually found some animals that were extinct. He goes, there are tales from all over the world about flying reptiles. All over. These parts of the world that never really interacted with each other. And if they did, it was long, long time ago. Mm-hmm. Of these flying animals. And also, the type of bone structure that they would need would be hollow. So they would disappear. There wouldn't be... they did find something in China recently. Gatsby, look it up, right? China dragon. Put China dragon fossil.
I was gonna say
Yeah, I was
that's
like,
not gonna
well,
find
yeah,
any.
That's not general.
China dragon fossil. And just look for 2024.
Did you hear about the stingray that got pregnant by the shark?
I heard about that.
Yeah, he like lived in captivity with like 4 sharks, and all of a sudden got pregnant. So we might have like I think it's a shark, a sting.
It was
shark.
a stingray got impregnated by a shark, and they thought it was going to have like stingray sharks.
Did he have babies?
Yeah, it just had stingrays, but it impregnated itself
Oh.
because it has the ability to do that.
Oh,
'Cause
damn.
They can carry like eggs from like their previous like their parents and then fertilize it themselves.
Why wouldn't
Yo.
they start with that? They really hyped up the world.
Because
and they're
that
like,
it's called clickbait, baby.
No.
Yeah, I know because I was interested in that too. I started reading
Yeah.
into it.
Do we have
It's like,
anything on the
wow.
dragons in China?
Let's see here.
But it is, you know, so my family's from Ecuador, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there?
Mm-hmm. I've backpacked Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru one time by myself.
You just got bonus points.
Oh yeah? Do you want to come with me?
Yes.
Can I call you there?
Can you call me there?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like when I'm there, can I give you a call when you pick up?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We got to get you a phone over there. But Ecuador is beautiful. I've been there. They have pools that are heated by a volcano. You just lay in there and like the elements in the water are good for your skin and stuff like that. There's my dad on with some other chick he had babies with. My other sister that I met for the first time not too long ago owns a banana plantation. So in Ecuador, bananas are the largest export of bananas and plantains, plátanos. So that's what's over there. But Amazon rainforest, and Bright Insight just discovered in Ecuador with using LiDAR technology that there's a city there that may date farther back than anything else we have in the world.
Wow.
So LiDAR is the way of kind of seeing, kind of like, let's say if Manhattan was covered with just a bunch of trees and very thick rainforest,
Right.
you'd be able to put this LiDAR down. It's very expensive, the technology, and they can see like the streets, the bridges, things that were like a constructed city. Do we get anything else on it?
Yeah. So they believe it to be not a dragon per se, but like a dinosaur kind of thing. But they're saying it's had a really long neck, so they're kind of confused on that part, but that's what it looks like.
Can we put that up on the screen,
I don't know
Gats?
if you can see it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I forgot. I was like,
We have to get her like a VR,
I need
put it over her eyes.
Yeah.
a single monocle.
What is that? Never mind.
I know, I heard the noise too. I think it was the simulation. You're about to be unplugged.
Have you seen Don't Worry, Darling?
No.
Oh,
We should watch that one day together.
I am telling you, watch it. Watch it on your own.
Watch it on your own.
What is it about?
So it's about this couple. I can't ruin it. It's about this couple.
Oh,
And
yeah.
basically, the husband signs. I don't want to spoil
Okay,
it.
don't spoil
Yeah,
it.
because
Basically,
you can't
she-
talk too much about
We'll
it
look
without,
at
like,
it.
giving away the
We'll
whole
go ahead
thing.
and do a review. I'll go ahead and do a review on it.
Let's
on
just
the
say
movie.
she starts to unravel things.
Gotcha. Is it like a thriller?
A psychological thriller.
Okay.
Really good.
I like Shutter
Harry
Island and
Styles,
stuff like that.
he's in it.
Well, that's awesome. I always think about him.
I know.
All right.
Me too.
Guys, it's been great. One more final applause for Jesse Forrester, Gatsby in the background. We're going to twist some applause. Maybe a black guy yelling or a black lady yelling because they're the best audience members. I'll go ahead and tell you. I've traveled the country. Also, the white people in Minnesota, very good audience members. So, Gatsby, where can they follow you?
At Gatsby the artist.
Right here, Gatsby the artist, right there. Jesse Forrester. Let's go ahead and put her Instagram right in front of her. Block her neck or her chest, whatever you'd like, right there. And as always, look, this is technology, okay? I don't know what to tell you. And that just happens to be where the screen would be. Yeah. Guys, don't screenshot that. My name's Eric Bernal. If you guys care, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Follow me at Eric Bernal Comedy on Instagram. I see that a lot of people, I have random people that comment on the YouTube, are followers, subscribers on the YouTube, but don't follow me on IG. Give everyone here a follow. We'll go ahead and put their Instagrams on the description as well. This has been a different type of podcast. I did like and enjoy every moment of it. It's like we did go to lunch, in a sense.
You said that in a very unenthusiastic way.
No, that's
like,
only
I did
because
like
it's kind of
it.
like we did. Like, no, I got to know you with the
Just winding down.
with the
Yeah.
chaperone of Gatsby. Gatsby just being the
Thanks
chaperone.
for being here.
Thanks for being for moral support for all of us. Guys, as always, my name's Eric Bernal. Everyone, please go fuck yourself. All right, bye.
Why the AZ is SVO. Jokes aside, the realest when you hear it coming from the Eric Bernal show is Scottsdale. Very own. Get your phone and hear a call. We going up. Now let them know. SVO. Sleepy Hollow.